Okay, everybody, how you doing? We are back. We're going to try something new today. This is a new journey, and we're glad that you are on it with us. I am Steve, your host. I am here today with Mr. Woods.
What up, what up, what up?
How you doing today?
Chilling like a villain.
Love it. So, we're doing something new today. We are going to we're going to not review, but give you a reaction to a trailer. So today, as you can see, we are going to discuss or react to Mr. Marston and the Wonder Women. This is a film that it's the story of a psychologist, William Marston.
Okay. All right.
The polyamorous relationship between his wife and his mistress, the creator of this beloved comic book, Wonder Woman, and the controversy the comic generated.
There's some controversy surrounding this.
There is some controversy in the origins of Wonder Woman.
Okay.
But let's watch this thing and see what we get.
All right.
So, without further ado, let's start the trailer for this thing.
See what we got.
Who's Charles Moulton?
That is my pseudonym.
I notice how it says Wonder Woman.
Why don't you write Wonder Woman under your real name?
That is because
most
it
Americans
is
have a low opinion of
the
comic book
professor,
writers.
his wife, and
Or is it
his
something
girlfriend.
else?
Okay.
Yeah, this guy was having fun back then.
That's what was popping in the streets.
Apparently so.
When they are submissive to a loving authority.
You hear what he's saying? How he's brainwashing a class full of women?
Yeah. I
Break
hear that.
your heart.
Don't be jealous.
I'm your wife, not your jailer.
I'm your wife, not your jailer.
You hear that?
Where's Rebecca? Where the women?
Maybe I
What?
just want her because you do.
Okay.
Wasn't she in that movie with Christian Bale and
People at the same time.
Hugh Jackman?
The Prestige.
Didn't she
Batman
have
versus
that-
Wolverine.
Didn't she have that same issue with another woman?
The world won't let it.
But
The world can't stop us.
The world can't stop.
Is this what you really want?
oh boy.
Oh, she shook her head. She said,
Dr.
yeah.
Marston, every issue of Wonder Woman is filled with violence, torture, and sadomasochism.
So it's
This
it's,
abnormal
it's super
behavior in their
interesting
comic
when
is
I mean there's an interesting conversation to be had
A woman must not
when
be
you
told
think
how to use her
about
freedom. She must
the
find out for herself.
the
If you want
origins
to
here.
understand the mind of a woman, you
It's
can
all about
start
the
with that.
genesis, man. Where do we go from there?
Brilliant, pure of heart, hilarious, ferocious. You are my life.
Oh, this guy had game.
Wonder Woman has a secret identity. Why is that?
Listen, man.
She has to hide her true self from man's world.
What would happen if Wonder Woman's secret identity was revealed?
Everything would be lost.
If Wonder Woman's secret identity was revealed,
I wonder
You
if
see the subtext
you were
there?
the one with the secret identity.
bam, looking at her.
Well, now what kind of secret identity would that be? Like
Whips and
How-
chains.
how? I almost wonder if it gets a little weirder than that.
This has me interested. I'm curious to see what happens. No, man. Props. You know what I mean? Props. That for me
For the
it's
culture.
props. Stop.
No, but honestly, it looks like an interesting movie, and we've been seeing this. This is a trend in Hollywood recently. We have the film coming out about the person who wrote Winnie the Pooh, and he was like a World War II vet
Yes.
who wanted to bring some joy to the world.
Right.
We recently had there was a Johnny Depp movie about the people that did Peter Pan, the guy that created Peter Pan. So we're seeing this more and more, where we're seeing the creators behind
the
things
work.
get these stories. But
I'm all for that.
This Wonder Woman's origin.
That's a story within a story.
It's such an interesting story of how she came about, right?
Okay.
Because it speaks to, I think anyway, okay, this character was created one way out of the mind of a man who was in, and women, they were all, I mean, who knows if this is revisionist history, but it was created one way and looked at this one thing, and it caused a lot of controversy. And again, you if you look at those early comics, it was very suggestive to now today. We do have the beautiful Gal Gadot or Gadot, playing this powerful character who, although she is attractive and sexy, is bigger than sex. It's not about being a sex symbol. She is a legitimate, real hero. And I do want to talk to you. I do want to talk to you about Fast and Furious. I do want to talk to you about how the Wonder Woman film and franchise may have possibly saved the DCU or DCEU, but before
may have, or you mean they did?
Well, in a second, but I want to ask you.
With this,
there's also some more controversy about some comments that James Cameron made.
So really quick before you get into these comments, I just wanted. So for me, I'm big on comics, I grew up on comics, and grew up on these different characters. I'm not that versed in Wonder Woman, and so I'm not going to act like I am. So this is interesting to see what was the mindset, where is this coming from, what's the origin or the creative energy that led to the creation of Wonder Woman, which I do know was sexualized. And so, but the take on Wonder Woman now is that she's so much more than that.
Now, and so
I want to see what is the genesis compared to where we're going or where she has gone.
But now I want to ask you this though. So we're talking about the origins of this character who was sexualized, and this is why I wanted to ask about the James Cameron comments, because he took a lot of flack.
Okay.
And I understand why, like deservedly so, he took flack because.
What did he say?
So he said something along the lines of Hollywood is patting themselves on the back for Wonder Woman being such a success, but he thinks that it is a step backwards because Wonder Woman is traditionally an objectified character. And she's beautiful, and she's lauding her, something to these effects. These weren't his exact words, but lauding around in,
scantily clad clothing,
exactly,
or something like that.
And he thinks, in his opinion, and here we come to the term of mansplaining,
right.
But he thinks that when you look at a character like Ripley or Sarah Connor, who are not considered traditionally beautiful, although those women were sexy to me.
Sigourney Weaver is like what? What's wrong
but anyway, but I think he was speaking to the character, saying that they are not what you would consider traditionally sexy, but they don't earn your respect through beauty; they earn your respect through grit. And he says that Sarah Connor is a bad mother, but she just keeps going. And the Terminator comes there to save her, and she was just ready to save herself. Like she was already breaking out of that hospital in Terminator 2.
Okay.
So, so
the same could be said. Not to cut you off, but the same could be said about how could I forget her name? Charlize Theron's character in this movie. No, not even in Monster. In Mad Max. Furiosa.
Also, yes,
right.
But I point to
so talking about those type of characters,
right?
Okay,
exactly. But what's so funny is I pointed to
Furiosa.
No. what's the other Charlize Theron movie that I just mentioned? Monster, yes.
Right.
So he pointed out Monster and spoke to that kind of character who we follow, who was an anti-hero.
Okay.
Not praised for her beauty, but again for her grit.
Okay.
And so but there and then the director of Wonder Woman, Patty Jenkins, responded saying that, you know, women don't just have to be one thing. We don't need to be what your idea of powerful is. A beautiful woman can be powerful.
Okay.
You know, stop trying to put us in this box. And so again, I know that James Cameron
That's
took
what
a lot.
Patty Jenkins.
Yes.
Okay.
But it was weird, right? Because you have like these two directors, and it's but we do have to say that at the time when, and you cannot give James Cameron all the credit for Ripley, because that was Ridley Scott's character first, before it was James Cameron's, but he pointed to Sarah Connor, and was he
kind of sticking his chest out?
I'm going to get to that in a second, but while his comments about her were true, she does earn your respect. Why can't, you know, Wonder Woman earn your respect? But I think he tripped over his words, and his words did end up ringing hollow, because it's like, oh, this popular thing right now, I don't respect it, but let me point back to my character. He could have pointed back to
my work.
Other female characters. He could have pointed to Furiosa, like you said.
Right.
Why did he have to point to a character that he created, or a character that he directed?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like, well, I know how to write women better than what you guys are praising right now. So it does ring hollow. But I know everyone jumped on him, but I just sort of felt like the spirit of what he was trying to say, I think, got lost, because he said it in such a way, and again kind of pointed his chest out, in that, you know, we just looked at this trailer of the roots of this character, and he was speaking to that, again, not eloquently. He spoke to the roots of the character, and this idea that we should praise the fact that you have women characters that do just earn your respect, not because you look beautiful. And no disrespect for Gal Gadot, because like, she's stronger than any of these actresses. She was actually in the military, in the Israeli army. So I just thought it was an interesting discussion, and I wish that it hadn't got bogged down with the other stuff, because I thought it was an interesting jumping off point for a conversation about that stuff, because Wonder Woman does have a sordid past, and where we are with it now does interest me a lot, and it just makes me wonder, can we take that with other things? So we say that Wonder Woman is powerful now,
right,
even though her roots were in something else,
right?
Can we do that with, like, there are certain words, and I'm not going to say what those words are, but there are certain words that people wonder whether we should not use or not now, in our lexicon, in, let's say, the words in hip-hop music, but there's those that argue it doesn't matter why the word was created in the first place. We've co-opted that word now, and it means something different now.
Well, I think that's a story for another program.
Yeah.
So, because no, I'm not going to even go there. No, because I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna talk for way too long and then get very technical, and then it's just just derails. Anyway, but in the spirit of somewhat of what you're saying, that you do need to know your past, right? In order to know where you're heading.
Right.
And you should not be trapped by your past, right? But you should also know, okay, well, what is the future, right? Where are we trying to take this? Where are we trying to go? And so if you're improving upon that past, if you're improving upon where it may have started like this, and you can correct those mistakes, one, you acknowledge it, right? You acknowledge that, okay, yeah, we did start here with this. This is true. She started out as a sexualized character. My bad. But
let me ask you, aren't even the male characters in comic books like sexualized?
yeah, they're wearing
like
underwear. Like like you could see like whatever. So prints, you know what I mean, and things like that. But and their chest is all broad and all these other things. Of course, there's an element to that. But as I said, where's the future? Where's the future of this character? Or what are you trying to convey now? Right? So if you're moving on that, if you're moving in the right direction, if you're moving in a healthy direction that encourages teamwork, cohesiveness, all the good things that we would like the world to be about, then no harm, no foul. As long as you acknowledge, you know what I mean, where you started from and saying, okay, well, I'm definitely trying to make up for that past or that mistake or that give. You know what I mean? She's so much more than that, or this character is so much more than that, or this people or this word or this representation is so much more than that. So as far as Wonder Woman goes, or rather James Cameron, the question I was going to ask you was, didn't Wonder Woman, in terms of the movie 2017 it came out, right?
This year.
So wasn't that the highest grossing heroine movie?
What do you mean
something?
heroine?
As in like female lead?
Yes.
Or female character, female superhero lead, something?
Yeah, well, I mean, first female superhero.
Okay, so it's first female superhero.
But female led, yes.
Female led film, highest grossing.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so that means we're going in the right direction. And within that means something to a lot of people. That means something to the studios. That means something to the actors. That means something to development. That means something to writers.
Women?
No, yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah, them too. So
Okay, James.
Yeah, right. Here I go. But no, that means a lot, you know, and so that can't be ignored. So yeah, the studio was kind of slightly overboard because there was some conversation out there that this is better than Logan or something like that, and that's kind of like easy.
You remember? You remember how you just talked about not going off to something that would take a long time to discuss?
But this is validation.
I'm just saying I don't want to talk about Logan right now.
This is all I'm saying is that type of information was coming out. That type of information was what people were praising and championing, and it's like, nah, man, that's not. Look.
Okay.
This is a dope film. All right, relax.
No, don't.
So
don't kill yourself.
I'm
saving you right now.
No.
I'm saving you right now. It's okay.
It's okay.
Saying, I want to ask you another question.
Time out. Hold on. Come on, man. Oh. I'm not dead yet. So I'm just saying, right? Let's remove the gun from my head. I'm just saying that.
All right.
James Cameron needs to understand, and others need to understand.
All questions and comments and complaints can be led to Why Woods, Why Not?
Here we go. So listen, remove the gun
at
from
Why
my head.
Woods, Why Not?
I'm just saying that the movie Wonder Woman was phenomenal, but there was a reason that they really needed this thing to succeed, and that's where I think he's losing the understanding of what Wonder Woman meant. Not just a scantily clad female or heroine saving the day. It's more than that.
No, I understand that. I just think that it some parts of what he said there's a conversation that a healthy conversation to be had, and he said it very inartfully. So I think that healthy conversation got lost, and now we're like finger pointing, and everybody's like, "F this guy." But I do all that said, and to your point, and I don't want to get caught up in the comic book movie.
Right.
This movie is a good companion piece to that. So I think that everyone that saw Wonder Woman, I mean, if you're old enough, because this is rated R, I think you should go out and see that film.
Yeah, this has my interest, definitely. This has my interest.
I am I'm definitely I'm definitely looking forward to this. And the trailer sold me, at least. And and again, good companion piece, because again, it's all about context. I wish we got more of these.
Right.
You know, let's see a film about Bill Finger and Bob Kane when the next Batman movie comes out.
Okay.
Right? Okay. I love to see the life story of Stan Lee, played by Leonardo DiCaprio. But that was a thing the other day. But anyway, like from the words of Stan Lee.
Okay.
Said Leonardo DiCaprio was in his house and said, "Oh, I'd like to play you."
It's always Leo, man.
Hey, man. Listen. They'd have my money. Last thing I want to say to you, and let's just wrap this up because we're like 20 minutes now. How do you feel about Wonder Woman, by extension Gal Gadot, sort of righting the ship of the DCEU? By the way, it's not called the DCEU. Apparently, that was just a thing that some marketing somebody said,
Like slipped
and
it out
people
and
went
said,
with
yeah,
it.
DCEU.
The whole internet went with it, but
Right.
then Warner Brothers was like, we never said that. So I think it's just I guess we can just call it the DCU.
Okay.
Or DCCU, but that to me that sounds stupid. I'd say DCU.
Right.
But what do you think? Did she save it?
Yes. That's it. Yes.
Nothing. There was nothing like. You don't need to see Justice League.
I need to
she
see
saved
Gal
it.
Gadot. I mean,
Yikes.
I'm just what do they have going right now? I mean, Justice League. I'm excited to see Justice League because I really want DC to win. I want them to put a product out, and I want them to be consistent, but they're not.
I don't know.
BVS. What happened?
I don't. The death of Superman lives. What happened? Shout out to John Snap. But
It's just frustrating, man.
I think that it's not so much that I want them to win, but I would like for Marvel, like Marvel's killing it.
Marvel's taking a long time to get there.
I know, I understand that. What I'm saying
okay.
is, I want Marvel. You even want the best to stay on their toes, and I would love it if DC was on their heels with just good movies every time.
But is DC on their heels?
Listen. Wonder Woman was a first step.
Are they on the same highway?
Hold on. Okay. No, but Wonder Woman was the first step in the right direction.
In another direction.
We'll see where Justice League goes, but what I'm hearing about what Matt Reeves wants to do with the Batman film, and they're talking about Flashpoint for Flash. Okay. And maybe Matthew Vaughn will do the Superman movie.
It's all about Flashpoint.
Are they going to use it to do a reset? But that's another show for another day. And with that,
listen, Gal Gadot, she's winning. She's saving them. She's holding it down. Justice League. I really hope it's good. I hope it's dope. I really want it to be dope.
Yeah, it's a mashup of Joss Whedon's storytelling and Zack Snyder's visuals. We'll see if we can get the right mashup there.
We shall see.
All right. But
who's Batman?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. But anyways, it's not about what we think. It's about what you think. So leave a comment, subscribe. It's about what he thinks too. And where can they find you to tell you what they think? Or hear what you think?
Why Woods, Why Not?
Why Woods, Why Not? And you can also get him on whywoodswhynot.com.
Yes, sir.
See some of his writing. You're welcome. And me, your friendly neighborhood host, Steve. You can catch me at Steve A.M. Johnson. But again, leave a comment. Follow me on whatever your favorite social media network is. And tell us what you think. Are you going to see Professor Mortson and the Wonder Woman? What do you think about Wonder Woman's beginnings?
Are you going to play Batman in the next film?
Okay. All right. Ben Affleck.
Open auditions.
Just, you can comment too. So what do you think? What do you think about
man.
James Cameron's comments? Yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching, and we will catch you again very soon.
Later.
Steve, out.